Hey, Derek here. I'm gonna turn this cheap Amazon pizza cutter into an epic masterpiece. That's right, masterpiece. And first we gotta start off with what the heck it even looks like. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Huh. Now this next step in our fake blacksmithing, Jax Chemicals makes some amazing stuff, and I'm not exactly sure what stainless steel activator consists of, but it is crazy toxic, and I mean crazy. I tried a little piece of this before, and I was gonna pour some of this in a metal pan. Woohoo! Bad idea. And it puts off some crazy fumes. So I'm gonna take every precaution I got. Seems to be way less toxic when you don't try to put it in an aluminum pan. This stuff does not like aluminum. Okay, now, the reason I tried to keep it off the cutting blade part because I don't think this stuff is probably food safe, so just as a precaution, I'm only gonna try to blacken the upper part of it. That way the part that actually cuts the pizza doesn't have any of this chemical left over. I don't think it would hurt, but we're gonna try to avoid it anyway. Oh yeah. I just said I wasn't gonna put it on there, but it got down on there, so I'll just rinse it off really good. I think because the activator is what really like etches into the metal, I don't think it's gonna bother it too much. All right, looking awesome so far. It actually has some bright colors and stuff in it, which, ooh, that was unexpected. It's not super black, but that's fine. I'm gonna take a sanding pad and kind of highlight a little bit. Maybe we can get highlight some of the texture a little bit. So we're just experimenting. Let's see what this comes up with, and if this doesn't look good, then we'll try something else. Or re-blacken it, or throw it away. Okay, after all that front. Come on. Whew. Good. Okay. Off. Nope. Nope. Whew. Okay. After all that nonsense, it's time to make the step where there's no turning back. We're about to epoxy this bad boy in here. I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to use the screws, but I decided epoxy's better because it might fall apart. Who knows? We're going to use epoxy, let it dry, and then put our fancy brass rivets in there. Let's mix up some sticky stuff. Put this bad boy together. We almost forgot to bevel the edges before we glued this together, and that would have been a nightmare, so I would have been pissed. All right, champer. Okay, after standing there and literally hand sanding these for 2.5 days, we're gonna go ahead and glue it up, epoxy it up, whenever, maybe, come on. Is it hot in here or is it just me? I need a little more accuracy. Clearly did not mix enough. We are definitely only getting one shot at this. Clamp. Oh, I think that's it. More clamp. It's mostly closed up, which is good. Yep. Okay. Welcome to the next day. We are dry and it looks pretty good. It does look good. There's a couple little spots on this side. It got just a little bit out of alignment, but it's nothing we can't sand out of there. The edges are nice and smooth. It's very pizza cuttery, which is a good thing. So we'll have about 14.2 days more of sanding and about done. For extra fanciness, we're gonna use these little brass keeper bolt post pin. I don't know what they're called, but it's like a male and female post. They're brass and they screw together. You just gotta drill a countersunk hole into what you're doing. You screw it in from both sides and Bob's your uncle, you're fancy. So, gotta drill these holes. They have to be a very specific depth, pretty sure. Did a couple of test pieces, so I think we're ready to go. I gotta drill it from both sides. We'll try to fit this in there and yeah. Give her a shot. Give this a test. It's a little tight. We better go up in drill bits. That's gonna completely mess up my depth. Jeez. Just a little more. Never actually tried one of these, so fit it in there. Definitely gonna need a screwdriver. Well, this ought to be fun. All right, let's try this in here. I drilled these holes straight through, but I don't want to quite line up. There we go. Okay. There we go. Might want a teensy bit Loctite. That one ain't coming out. There we go. Oh yeah, it makes it nice and pretty. We're ready for finish. Hard wax oil makes this thing super pretty. I'll wipe this off, let this cure overnight, and tomorrow we're gonna have us a super fancy pizza utensil. It of course doesn't do any bit of good to have our super expensive pizza cutter international without actually trying it on a pizza. So, what pizza might you ask? And I'm glad you asked. The only pizza, Red Baron. The only pizza I eat. The best pizza, I don't know, I like it. So we're gonna throw this bad boy into the oven, cook the pizza, pull said pizza out, and cut pizza with this cutter. Will it cut the pizza? I don't know, I've never actually tried to cut a pizza. I just spent hours making it look fancy, so let's find out. Okay, amazing, works exactly as advertised. It's a pizza cutter and it cuts pizza. It just so happens we made this one a hell of a lot fancier. Good stuff. And fresh Red Baron, can't beat that. Hot, hot, hot. Thanks for watching.